Alright, folks, how's it going? Another video. I've just been working on my foundry project and, making some new. I made some coin molds out of some pipe. I'll be pouring some coins real soon. So I'm not going to do any melting tonight. It's too late in the afternoon. And plus, I've been drinking. It's not safe. But the point of this video is first time gun buyers during the coronavirus. What I want to know is how many of these people were previously anti-gun. That's what I'd love to know. If I was a gun dealer, I would mess with them and say, oh, you were anti-gun until now, and now all of a sudden you want a firearm. Nope, I'm refusing the sale. But then say, I'm just kidding, man. What do you want? What do you need? A lot of people are buying guns for the first time. They've never had not that they've necessarily been anti-gun, but maybe just never felt the need to have one, or never had an interest in firearms. Me, I've been prepping since 2009, so I didn't have to worry about it. Scrambling around, scurrying around. All of a sudden, I want a firearm. And I've already had it. It's your constitutional right. So these first-time gun buyers, maybe they were on the other side of the fence with the whole, especially when you hear these assholes on the left and these Democrats and left-wing so-called celebrities that say, why do you need firearms? Why do you need an AR-15? You have the police. Well, dickhead, the cops are minutes away when seconds count. All right? Period. End of story. I mean, never mind that it's your responsibility for your own safety. Because I'm going to put it like this. When the chips are down and shit hits the fan, and this coronavirus is a mild version, it's almost like the equivalent of getting stung by a bee versus, getting shot by a firearm, for example. And by that I mean, this is not the worst of the worst. I'm talking about, picture the Los Angeles riots back in the early 90s. All those people were on their own. On their own. You dialed 911, a lot of people probably got a busy signal. Or they heard that classic beep, beep, beep. We're sorry, the number you have reached, 911, has been permanently disconnected. Now what are you going to do? And all these idiots buying all the toilet paper, and you know who you are. Those are the ones that are going to find out far too late that instead of buying 300 rolls of toilet paper, you should have been buying 300 boxes of ammunition for your firearms. What are you going to do with all the toilet paper? You going to throw toilet paper at some home invaders and bad guys that kick your door in? Put up a sign, this house protected by toilet paper. You fucking idiots. I mean, you can wipe your ass with anything. You can get a handful of frickin' leaves if you had to, as long as it's not poison ivy. But never mind, it's your constitutional right to keep and bear arms. But you have a civic duty. You have a duty to own a so-called assault rifle. Whether it's an AR-15, or an AK-47 variant, or any kind of carbine. In fact, look at my list of all the firearms you should have. You don't need a ton of firearms because then you just got to buy all this different ammo. You just need a few. One would be some type of carbine, AR-15, AK variant, even a Ruger 30, or something of that sort. A box-fed magazine, 30 rounds. Get yourself a bunch of magazines. And you don't have to buy thousands of rounds of ammo at one time. Just buy a little bit here, a couple months later, buy a little bit there, and slowly cumulative stockpile it. Save it up. I would also recommend a 12-gauge shotgun. Because, an AR-15 or AK is something like that's too powerful for home defense. So go right through that door, right through that car over there, and then into your neighbor's house and probably kill somebody, an innocent bystander. But a 12-gauge shotgun is not likely to go through 3 walls. That's what makes it kind of more of an ideal home defense weapon. And you hit someone with a 12-gauge shotgun, they're going to know it. And it'll do the job. But again, it's not likely to go through three walls. I would also recommend some kind of 22 caliber rifle because the ammo is cheap. It's once again, well, it was plentiful. I don't know about now the coronavirus, but back when Obama was president, he wanted to ban pretty much everything except rubber bands and squirt guns and spitballs. But you couldn't find 22 long rifle anywhere. If you did, it was like a fortune. Like 2 years later, well, I started buying boxes of it. I got a Ruger 1022, and it's a fine rifle. It's like my if I run out of ammo and everything else, at least I can fall back on that. And you still got something to shoot, even though it's lightweight and it's not a really powerful big round. You're still in action. You still have something to fire. You're not defenseless. Because face it, unarmed and defenseless is unarmed and defenseless. And I'm not going to be in that position. Like I said a minute ago, you have a civic duty to protect you. Because the bottom line is, if the chips are down and shit hits the fan and things go crazy in this country, things are not crazy in this country. Yeah, it's a little turned on its head, so to speak, but it could be a lot worse. The bottom line is, the government can't protect you. Law enforcement can't protect you. You know who can protect you? You. You are responsible for protecting yourself and your family. And you have a civic duty to do that. You have a duty to protect even your community. My neighbor next door, well, we talked about that, and I live at the end of a dead-end street, and he's my next-door neighbor. We share the same building. My man Joe, he's awesome. Any rioters or looters or property penetrators that came down here, well, they would find out quickly that what a mistake that was. The word would spread fast, man. It'll be messing down there. Because them guys are heavily armed to the teeth, and they will shoot you. Right? I would just put a sign on my door that said, no trespassing. Violators will be shot. Survivors will be shot again. Period. It sounds cold-blooded, but, well, don't mess around. Don't start none, won't be none. Period. I guess what I'm getting at is a lot of these people that are first-time gun buyers, their eyes are opening up, and they're realizing that, if nations like, especially a country like Italy, can have a complete nationwide lockdown, the United States is not too much far behind in following suit. And then what are you going to do? You're going to hope that, the predators don't show up? No. Good luck with that. Our whole system of so-called law enforcement is based on the premise that, everyone's going to behave and everyone's going to do as they're told and obey the law. Well, what if a huge portion of the population decide not to follow the law? And they all become, because when people get desperate, they become crazy. And they will take, rob, riot, loot, steal. A lot will even commit freaking additional atrocities. No, I'm not going to be one of those victims. Trust me on that. All the dumbasses that were buying toilet paper, I was buying ammo. I've already had what I needed years ago. So I'm not subjected to, oh man, out of stock. Where am I going to get it? Once doomsday happens, there ain't going to no Walmart or Academy sporting goods. They're going to be gone. Looted, rioted, and emptied, and even burned to the ground. And, well, good luck calling the cops. I'm not denigrating any law enforcement work that they do. But if shit really got crazy and like 500,000 people started rioting and looting, how many cops would be like, man, fuck this shit. I'm going home to take care and secure my own family. There's the gun, there's the badge. I'm resigning. Goodbye. There won't be any cops, is what I'm getting at. You dial 911, you might as well dial the fucking Tooth Fairy, for Christ's sake, or Santa Claus. You'll have about as much luck as them showing up to protect you. So, just I want to reiterate that when the chips are down, it's up to you to protect yourself and your family. It's not 911 or law enforcement or the government or the FBI or no, that's all. So when you hear left wing lunatic assholes like Alyssa Milano and Rob Reiner, that retard that he is, telling you, oh, I'm so shocked and aghast that people are buying guns. Don't be buying firearms during this crisis. Well, to that I would say Alyssa Milano, or to her, is, well, you shouldn't be getting abortions and killing your own children. I wouldn't tell you that, but at the same time, don't be telling me what I should be spending my money on, because it's none of your goddamn business, you washed up frickin' bitch. So, she can go fuck herself. Yeah, I'm in a pretty ruthless mood right now, because I want to see all of these gun dealers that I've been seeing online, and this has been going on for a couple weeks now, that they're all out of stock. And more than 50% of all their buyers are first-time gun buyers. Like I said, oh, now all of a sudden you want a firearm. See, this is why I try to encourage people to become a prepper and to buy guns before a crisis happens. So you're not dealing with this foolishness. All right, well, I'm over my, it's 11 minutes and 40 seconds. I'm over my 10-minute rule. I think I made my point about gun buyers, first-time gun buyers, and why you should prepare. Why you should have several different firearms. Real quick, I'm going to reiterate that. Some type of carbine, whether it's an AR, an AK variant, a Ruger 30, something like that. 12-gauge shotgun, a couple of handguns for backup, a 22 caliber of some type of rifle, and, even some knives, machetes, combat friggin' tomahawk, things like that. Because it might be a time you completely run out of ammo. Now you just got a $700 baseball bat. So you want something to fight with. I don't care if it's brass knuckles, a freaking chunk of pipe, something. All right, that's it. Oh my God, I'm going over 12 minutes now. Too long and rambling. Besides, I'm going to stop this and go next door and visit my neighbor and talk about prepping and plans and generators and things like that. Hey, God bless you all. I love you all. Stay safe for the coronavirus and buy more guns and buy more ammo. And when you see a first responder, thank them. Thank you for the service. All right. Bye.